There we go. All right. So this chapter, chapter 7, is called Resetting Your System.
Wait, sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Masters, but I just finished doing the deerskin art project. Can I show you?
Um, I would like to finish this first since I'm recording, and then I'll take a look at that as we're done, okay? All right. Sometimes kids tell the worry to scram, and then they try to play or think about something else. But the worry has already made their whole body feel bad. Remember how we talked about worrying actually affects you physically? It's not all just in your mind, you guys, right? You remember your heart starts to race, you start to sweat, you can even like get physically sick, maybe throw up, or maybe not have any energy, or get a fever, right? Because when you worry all the time, what happens is your immune system is what protects you, okay, from things that make you sick, right? Like COVID. So when you worry all the time, what happens is that your immune system doesn't work as well. And so it's easier for you to catch things like the flu or the cold or whatever. Um, so you want to keep your immune system strong. So let's find out a little bit more about how to do that. Okay. You can still be in charge though, because there are plenty of ways to make your body feel okay again. When a worry has made your body feel bad, you need to do something called resetting your system. Resetting your system means doing something to change the way your body feels. There are two ways to reset the system, and it's kind of funny because they're sort of the opposite of each other: activity and relaxation. Basically, what they're telling you there is you don't want to sit around like not doing anything, because that's when your mind gets really crazy and active. But if you're doing something physically, okay, that builds up your immune system. It gets your heart going, gets your blood flowing. It helps you to feel better. Your mind isn't thinking about stuff so much. And then there are very specific things you can do, specific ways to relax that will get your mind to quiet down a little bit. When you are worried, things that you cannot see change on the inside of your body. Your heart starts to beat fast and your stomach might start to hurt. This isn't dangerous, but it feels bad. To get things to go back to normal on the inside, you turn off some of the extra energy that's making your body feel strange. The best way to do this is to get involved in something active and fun. You can run up and down the stairs 4 times before your before your brother counts to 100, or whoever, if you don't have a brother, right? Roll up a sock and play catch with your dad. Hop on your bike and ride around the block. Whatever you have around you, any ways to get your body moving is fine. You might not feel like running around because you feel sort of sick and not at all energetic or playful, but being active will help you to reset your system and make things feel normal again on the inside. So talk back to the worry and then get moving. I'm no different from you guys. I told you everybody gets depressed or anxious, and I've shared some of those stories with you. And when I've been, kind of down, feeling sort of blue, right? My mom will always say to me, "Hey, did you exercise?" And I would go, "No, I don't want to exercise. I don't feel like exercising right now." My mom also, she can get feeling anxious or tired or worried, and she's really big on it. She says, like, I sometimes she's grouchy when I'm over there. She's grouchy, and I go, "Have you been to the pool this week?" And 9 times out of 10, she hasn't been to the pool, and I can start to see it in her behavior, in the way she acts. When she goes swimming, if she goes to the pool 2 or 3 times a week, she's so much nicer to be around, and she feels so much better and happy. Okay, the second one is relaxation. When worries come in the car or at school, or if it is bedtime or some other time when you can't get active, you can reset your system in the quieter way. This is called relaxation. Relaxation means more than just taking a breath. You've probably tried that and you know it doesn't work. When a worry is jumping around inside of you, your brain and your body feel awful. It's hard to just calm down. But get ready. You are about to learn a special, quiet way to make your brain and your body feel better. Okay, let's take this one step at a time. Let's try this, you guys. Get your cameras on. I know you're working on other stuff, but let's try all doing this together, okay? Just take a quick break from the work that you've been working on, and let's do a quick relaxation together. Okay. We're going to start by tensing and relaxing your muscles. Okay, so you want to squeeze your fist really tight. Okay, make your legs stiff like a board. You're flexing your muscles like you're a strong man, okay, or a woman. And then you want to scrunch up your face even too, right? Keep your body really tight while you count to 5 in your head. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're gonna let it go. Just flop, totally loose. Just. Next, think about your breathing. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. With each breath, picture the air going in through your nose and traveling all the way down into your belly. Okay. When you are ready, you breathe out through your mouth. When you breathe in, feel calm, cool air filling your body. And when you breathe out, feel the tense, hot air leaving your body. Now, I actually added a little piece to this from a different, this kind of relaxation sometimes is called meditation. And I'm sure if you were in Miss Cosmo's class, you have done some of this, is familiar to you, right? What I do is when I breathe, I actually imagine like a golden healing sort of light, almost like I'm watching a Doctor Strange movie, right? And someone casts a spell, or Harry Potter casts a spell, you know, you see those lights flying around. I imagine breathing in that, and I imagine that it has like magical powers to heal my body. So I breathe it in, I let it go through my whole body, and I let it do its healing. And then I imagine that it sucks up all of the worry, all of the anxiety, all of the fear, all of the depression. And I imagine that it changes color into like a red or a black. And then when I breathe that out, I imagine breathing that out of my body. But you can imagine it any way you want to. Okay. You can use colors. You can imagine it as heat and cool, like they're suggesting to you here. But you want to do that visualization technique where you're seeing a picture in your mind while you're doing this. Okay. Let's try it. Okay. We're going to breathe in through the mouth. Hold it for just a second. Picture the changing, the colors, and then breathe it out. We're going to do it 5 times, okay? Okay. In through the nose. And out. 1. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. 2. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. 2 more. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. You guys feel it? You notice any difference in your body? Give me thumbs up on the participants page if you notice it, even if it's only a small amount. Okay. I sure did. I felt it actually more than I was expecting to. Like I wasn't expecting a lot, but I was like, yeah, wow, yeah, I do. I feel a little bit more relaxed now. Because you guys noticed, like I had a lot of stuff coming at me, right? First, when I first got on Zoom this morning, my dog is barking and the lawn man is out there and I'm opening up windows and closing windows. I get like that's not really how you want to start your day. So if something like that happens to you, you can just do that. Just reset. They call it reset, right? Like when you're playing your PS4 or something, right? And the game or the Chromebook, it stops working right. And I tell you always, you try restarting your computer, right? That fixes the problem a lot of time. It's the same thing with you. If your mind gets in this bad place, you can just reset with the with either some activity or relaxation like this. And it's kind of awesome that they're two different things, right? Because for me, I always want to go to the relax one more than I want to go to the activity one. But my mom, just the opposite. She would rather get outside and start running. And I've heard a lot of other people in my life tell me, you know, that just going out for a quick jog around the block like helps them like some crazy magical medicine. So that might be for you too. Give that a try. Okay. Now that your body is ready, let's think about your brain. When you worried, thoughts about the worry take up all of the room in your mind. These worry thoughts keep you feeling bad, even if you have already tried to relax your body. People might tell you to just not think about the worry. But as you know, that is really hard to do. It's like the worry is being shown on a giant screen TV in your brain. You can't not watch, but you can change the channel. You already know how to change the channel on a real TV. Now you're going to learn how to change the channel in your mind. You know, as a kid, when I was feeling sad or angry or something, people would go, "Oh, you're so moody," or "What's wrong with you? Just smile." And I was like, if I thought I could just smile and magically feel better, don't you think I would have tried that already? Right? I would get sort of annoyed with them. And I would feel like, is there something wrong with me? Can you do that? Can you actually flip a switch in your mind and suddenly start being happy? Because I can't. So when and if someone says something like that to you, like just snap out of it. Come on, let's get going. Why are you always like this? Don't let that get to you. Okay. Don't think there's something wrong with you because they're suggesting that you can just make yourself happy. Okay. It doesn't work that way. Especially for some of us, it's really, really hard. For some people, it's a little bit easier, but for everybody, it's like, I don't know why you say that because that's not the way it works in my brain, anyways. Begin by choosing a memory. Choose one of your most special memories. You probably have a few. Special memories are usually from happy times when you were having lots of fun or when you succeeded at something that was hard. Maybe you hit a triple in a softball game. Maybe you got to choose your dog from a whole litter of squirming puppies. Think of a memory that makes you feel really good inside. Remember as many details as you can. What were you wearing? How did the air smell? What could you hear? How did you feel? What did you see? Okay, so this goes back to this visualization thing, right? Your brain is really active, and some of you have very, very, very active brains. And this is not saying you're smart or you're dumb. This is saying that you think a lot, and some people think a little bit less. And let me tell you something: thinking a lot is not always an awesome thing. Sometimes it is, but other times, if you're on a bad channel, thinking a lot is making things really, really worse for you than someone who thinks a little bit less. Because if they think a little bit less, they tend to worry a little bit less too, right? So, what you want to do when your brain is going bad thought, bad thought, bad thought, and sometimes they're even coming into you, right? It's like you don't want to have that thought, you're saying go away, but that thought is really persistent and it just keeps coming in and coming in and coming in. These are called intrusive thoughts. Like an intruder breaks into your house, this is like a thought that you don't want to have that's coming into your brain. Okay. And for some of us, we can also have what they call repetitive thinking, right? How many of you have ever had a thought? Maybe you're just sitting and you're eating your lunch or something, right? And you have this thought and it keeps just coming back and coming back. And it's the same thought over and over. Could be something even really stupid too, like something you saw on a TV show the other day, and you keep thinking about that scene on the TV over and over and over. Has anybody ever had anything like that happen to them? Give me a thumbs up, or I'm going to clear all here first.
What do you mean again?
Like the same thoughts, like a hamster on a spinning wheel. Just mind keeps going around and around in circles on the same thought. Has anybody ever had that happen before? A couple of you? Okay. Thanks for sharing that. So if that happens, what you can do is that's just the way your mind works, right? And if your mind works that way, what you can do is you can just change that channel. You go, okay, I'm going to think really fast about something good instead of thinking really fast about something awful. It would be really good, and I think I would like to do this as an activity for us all. Draw a happy memory. Okay. And this is another thing that you can hang up in your room, just like that other drawing from earlier in the book that we were talking about, drawing the monster, right? And then drawing you telling the monster, hey, get out of here. We don't need you. Thanks, but no thanks. You can also draw a special memory that you have that makes you happy. Okay. And then when your mind starts to go to that place, you can go and you can look up at that picture, and that'll remind you, help you to get your brain going to, and you really want to remember as much detail as you can. Okay. Like you were there. You want to picture yourself like you are there. For me, this is a summer camp that I used to go to as a kid, because something about nature, right? Something about being around a lot of trees and fresh air. Have any of you guys ever been to a place like Big Bear Lake, where the mountains, you dry up there for a picnic with your family? Anybody ever done that?
I've only been there, but when it snows.
Yeah, when it snows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have spent a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of my life up in the mountains. I went to the mountains when I was a kid, when I was 7 years old for the first time. And
I went to the mountain, but trust me, you do not want to know what happened.
oh, yeah. Well, I mean, bad things can happen anywhere, right?
It was so tiring. I had to go up these stairs like I was sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's not a good place for you, but I'm sure that you do have a good place. So this is a picture of the summer camp that I went to. It's called Camp Bluff Lake, and it's up in Big Bear. And as a kid, I went there as a camper, right? And
I have seen that on news, but I haven't went.
Nah, you went to go buy chips.
Did you have something you wanted to share, Lily? Oh, okay. So these I went as a kid, and they had fun activities you could do, like BMX biking and archery and slingshots and BB guns and rock climbing, right? And I loved it so much that I would go back every summer. I'd get to stay for one whole week. And then when I got to be a teenager, I still wanted to go. So I actually started to work there. And that meant that I lived there for the whole summer. For those 3 months, I was in this place. I did that all the way until it was time for me to go to college because I liked it so much. Just always made me feel more calm. Okay. So if you have a place like that that you've actually been to, you want to, or you find yourself at that kind of place for the first time, I would recommend that you take some pictures with your phone and you can hang those up around your room and think and look about that place. All right, let's see. I think that's the end of this chapter. No. Okay, 2 more pages. We have 5 minutes. So,
Mr. Masters, do we start drawing now?
this picture, make sure that you're doing your other work first. Okay, I have not made this an assignment yet. All right. I want to try to get these last 2 pages in the next 5-6 minutes. When you practice remembering your special memory, you'll notice that the memory makes you feel better. Just thinking about your favorite memory will help you to feel the way it felt that day. It takes practice, but soon you'll notice that you don't just remember feeling happy or excited or proud. You actually feel that way. Just by thinking about it, you start to feel the way you felt when you were there. And guess what? Feeling happy or excited or proud crowds out of the worry. It changes the channel off of the worry station and onto a show you'd much rather be watching. Set aside 5 minutes each day to practice this quiet way of resetting your system. In the beginning, practice at a time when you aren't busy worrying. Get your body ready by tightening and relaxing your muscles, same way we did before. Do that deep breath 5 times, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then start to picture that favorite memory in as much detail as you possibly can. Okay, so you want to combine all 3 of these techniques together. Okay, first you're going to do the tightening, then you're going to let go, then you're going to do the breathing, and then you're going to start to picture the place. The active way of resetting your system will work pretty quickly. The quieter way will take some practice, but soon you will find that it works well. 2, take the time to practice so that when a worry comes, you'll have a choice about how to help yourself feel better. And that is the end of that chapter. And there's one more chapter left, you guys, and then we'll be done with this. So we will finish this one up tomorrow. Any questions or comments for me about the worry book? No. Are you guys enjoying it still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby.
All right. Okay. So you guys have about 5 more minutes work, and then I will give you your break.